My name is Priyanka. I'm 18 years old and I live in a small village outside Lucknow with my father, my mother, my brother, and my sister. My father is a contractor and he earns $150 a month. My mother stays at home, but she sells milk from our buffaloes and makes $75 a month. Ours is a small village and you don't get very much here. For all my shopping, I prefer to go to Lucknow. The shops there are so big. There are so many brands, and the products there are really genuine. In our village, we can't really tell. I studied at the village school, but now I travel to college by train every day. I have to leave at 6 in the morning with my brother because my parents think it's not safe for a girl to travel alone. I would like to train to be a teacher, and I really hope that my parents don't marry me off before that. When I started college, I realized that's important to look after myself. The girls there take so much care of themselves in the city. Their hair, their face, their dressing sense. It's even more important for me because of where I live. There is dust everywhere. No matter how much we clean, there is dust. I hate sweeping, but I still have to do it. So I cover my face with my scarf, and I use a face scrub 2 to 3 times a week. But I have to do this secretly. If my father finds out, he will scold me. He's old-fashioned and has very strict views on how unmarried girls should behave. He thinks only girls of loose character use makeup. I first used talcum powder when I was 7 years old. I found it in my mother's box, and I put it on my face to look fairer. It made me white instantly. But then when I went to college, I realized that too much talcum powder doesn't look good. The girls laughed at you and said you were from the village. I know better now. I try to use good products for my skin so that my skin doesn't get spoiled. I'd like to wash my hair more often, but my mother gets upset. Even when I wash it once in 2 days, she thinks something is happening. She thinks I'm meeting boys or something. But I have oily hair, and I really don't know what to do. I'd like to cut it, but she won't let me cut it either. She says no one will marry me because boys don't like girls with short hair. In my college, if you don't dress properly, they immediately say you're from the village. I'm so conscious of what I wear and how I look. But nobody at home really understands. They think I should be simple. But if you're simple, nobody even looks at you. Forget about talking to you. I know now that the girls can be so insulting because we now laugh at the girls from the village who have oily hair and pimples. I too worry about the pimples on my face. I don't get any pocket money. I just get money for books, for travel, and for lunch. So I have to save this to buy these products. So we all have a plan. I buy the face scrub, my friend buys a face wash, and another friend buys lipstick. This way, we don't spend too much money, and we have everything. 2 of us are from the village, and 3 of them are from the city. But money is tight everywhere, isn't it? And this way, it gives us everything we need to use. But I have to keep it hidden at home. If my brother finds it, he'll use it on his face too. He doesn't care that it's a girl's product. And these are costly products, and I don't want to share it with him. I also have to hide it from my parents. And, I have to do so much in secret so that my friends in college accept me, and I don't bring shame to my family in the village. I started using face wash when I saw an ad on TV. It was for a new brand, Neutrogena. Till then, I had seen the ad, but I wasn't really interested. But Prachi Desai caught my eye. She used to be so ordinary, and now she looks like a star. So anyway, I saw the ad, and I thought I must try the brand because it reaches hidden impurities. I went to a shop from where I do all my purchases in Lucknow, and all I had to do is ask for the price. It was $2 for such a small little bottle, and I wondered, should I buy it? Then I thought, let me try it. The first time I used it, my face felt so fresh, so I decided to continue using it. I then showed it to my friends, and they thought it was good too, and I knew that I had made a good choice. Now we all use Neutrogena. The next time I went and asked for Neutrogena, the shopkeeper didn't have it. He suggested that I use Nivea. I had seen the brand on TV, so I thought it must be all right. And he takes the product back if I don't like it. So I bought it. But next time, I will go back and use Neutrogena. Priyanka speaks to you in her native Hindi, with little bit of English interspersed in it. She has a Samsung mobile phone, which she uses to text and play games. She loves going for movies with her friends, but she also has to help her mother with housework at home. She knows that she could get married one day and everything could change, but right now she's an 18-year-old girl full of hope and optimism. And when we asked her, "What do you want from life?" she answered without any hesitation or doubt what everyone else wants: a nice little house and a nice little car. So what have we learned from Priyanka? There is no looking back for her. She is not insecure about reverting back to poverty. She has changed her reference group. She's developing new skills, professional as well as social. She has been lured into the consuming world, and she finds the taste addictive. She envisions a completely different life from her mother, for whom austerity and family were priorities. She's the beginnings of me, and she's actively thinking of herself. She's advancing socially, professionally, physically, and economically. Priyanka's family, along with millions in India and China, have moved out of poverty and are joining the middle class. Unlike her mother's generation, she goes to college and she's studying to be a teacher. She has a greater consciousness of health, hygiene, personal care, and she knows that this enhances her social equity. And she wants more. She knows more, and she's all the time seeking more information. She looks outside of her family and community for aspiration and inspiration. She seeks more from life. She believes she's entitled, and she thinks she can reach there. And she will not settle for stripped-down basic brands. While money is limited, she's willing to pay more for value. Priyanka's social network works like it does with her peers around the world. She updates her friends in the village on trends in the city. She looks to her city friends for endorsement and reassurance. She finds safety in numbers to experiment and transition to new habits. They serve as partners in crime when she has to do something in secret, and she pools her resources to make more possible. But the transition is not painless. She's dealing with conflicting pulls between the roots in the village and her reference group in the city. She feels more empowered than her mother, but she knows that marriage can change everything. She's determined to counter hostile living conditions, but worries about affordability and access. Fitting in with one group makes her an outsider in the other, and being an outsider in either is shameful. And her aspiration often exceeds resource. She has to find smart but covert ways of managing this. So what then can brands do to address Priyanka's needs? Brands connect Priyanka with her reference group. They promise her a future that she wants, and she believes them. She also learns the tools of the trade from them, but they can do so much more. Brands can build Priyanka's trust and loyalty by helping her manage the transition, helping her manage the anxiety created by the conflicting pulls. They can partner her in the jump start that she's already made. Priyanka is ready for a more meaningful dialogue. The question is, are the brands?